Welcome to part 6 of our series about starting your own e-commerce business. So far we've looked at getting all the groundwork in place to prepare for your new business venture. Your design work is done and the store build is underway. Now's the time to source people to manage the day-to-day running of the store, looking after your customers, processing orders and keeping your offering on people's radar with effective marketing. Now we get down to settling the detail of the day-to-day operation of your store. This actually ties in quite closely with my previous blog post on finding success with your e-commerce store, but it basically boils down to getting the right people in place to look after your customers with pre and post sale support, efficiently processing your orders and promoting your offering with inbound and outbound marketing. You might not want to have everyone start in their roles immediately depending on the time frame until launch, but it's a good idea to find people so you know everyone is in place when you need them. You probably will, however, want to have marketing start sooner rather than later to build some pre-launch excitement about your store and what you offer. This is a good way to add anticipation before launch and get people informed, interested and keen to buy from you early on. In the early stages of running your store, you probably won't need everyone I've outlined from my previous success blog post, as sale quantity is likely to start low, so you'll need fewer key people in place. But the roles you do need to look into will be fundamental to the early success of your store. So make sure that you source people with good experience and who understand the need to drive the business forward in those early stages. The first role you'll need to consider is the e-commerce manager. As a store owner, you might want to take on this role yourself, but you may also prefer to hire an experienced e-commerce manager who can then report back to you with the headlines on how the store is doing. The e-commerce manager oversees all aspects of the store and its general day-to-day operation. Their job is to keep things running smoothly, ensuring the other members of the team have everything they need and understand their current priorities. They'll also be the person who looks at the bigger picture of all of the processes and services that are used to make sure the store runs smoothly and identify areas where operations might be made more efficient. They can also make decisions on changes to be made based on team members' feedback and will usually be the one responsible for new hires and reviews of current staff and performance. They're a key player in your setup, and having someone who oversees all of your day-to-day operations is critically important to helping you understand exactly where you stand with your overall store success. As I'm sure you're very aware, effective customer care with a solid, approachable and responsive pre and post sales team makes for a great customer experience. It will be a key factor in whether a customer decides to buy from you in the first place and will increase the chance of them making those all-important repeat purchases. If you can couple great customer service with desirable products at the right price and quick shipping, you won't go far wrong. Depending on the complexity and quantity to be processed, you might need a dedicated team of people just processing and dispatching customer orders. At least at first, however, the order quantity isn't likely to be huge, so initially you might want to take on this role yourself or even get your sales team involved. As your store scales up, you'll almost definitely want to have one or more people dedicated just to dispatch to keep order processing smooth and efficient alongside continued effective customer care. Promoting your store through effective marketing is a key method to get people onto your store and buying. Even before launch, it's a great way to get them interested and excited for when your store does go live. Something I've said before in this series is that the unfortunate reality is no one is going to be waiting for your brand new shiny store or looking forward to its launch unless you tell them about it and give them a reason to anticipate what you're offering. As I've also said, there's always going to be somewhere else your customers can go to buy the products you're offering, so why should they come to you instead? In part 2 of the series, we looked at the need to validate your store idea early on. This also means that you'll have a USP for what you're offering compared to the competition, and that's exactly how your marketing team will promote and sell your product. Marketing and seeing the results of marketing takes time, so it's important to start sooner rather than later to ensure you're getting your customers interested in what you have to offer as soon as possible. Doing this also means you have a basis to build further marketing efforts post-launch. As well as this, it should also make it easier to gather early feedback and reviews for your store and products, and this is a great way to build that initial trust and reputation with your customer base. Making sure your customers have a great experience with you is key to the early success of your store. We've already looked at the importance of strong design and a solid store build in previous parts of the series, and here we've seen how great customer care and prompt shipping completes the experience for the customer. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. There's a couple more parts to go, and next week we look at finally launching your store to the public and continuing marketing efforts to further widen exposure to your customers. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.